We're live. Oh, that's pretty bright up there. See if I can fix that. Waiting for you guys to tune in anyway here. Oh, they tied them together. Okay, that's how that works. All right, well, what if I just move the computer? Oh, fixed. Fixed. Daniel, hi. I'm trying out the live stream on the new internet here. We've got some really fast internet at this place. Hey, everybody. How's it going? Look at all you guys tuning in here. I don't have a video to release today because I didn't film yesterday because I forgot my camera at home when we went to Winnipeg. So I figured I'd pop on here for a live stream. I want to see what you guys think of this live stream quality. At this new place that we have now, we got crazy fast internet, fiber optic line straight to the house. So this is wicked fast. It used to take me 3 to 4 hours to upload each one of my videos, and now it takes less than 4 minutes. So the live stream should be a lot better. Perfect connection. Awesome. Everybody's saying that it's good and clear. Right on. Wish my lighting was a little better, but it is what it is. You know what I could do? I know how I can make this lighting a little bit better. Bear with me. I'm just going to go to the background here and adjust the background. See, if I do stuff like this. Close this. See, it's already better. Close this. Aha. See that? Learning. There we go. Better lighting for me, less backlight. Cool. Right on. So the weasel's right down here on the floor. Hey, weasel. Say hi. Wave. Do something. Hey, how's it going? We got Chevy. Big Frank. And Wiener. Over there. That one. I realized what that looked like. Oh well. You know what I meant. So yeah, we went into Winnipeg yesterday, ran some errands. We got the financing and everything paid off on Britt's vehicle. So Britt's vehicle is paid off. That's nice. My vehicle, we hit a little bit of a snag. We are paying it off still, but we forgot that since it's a lease, technically GM owns it. So now I've got to buy it from them first, and then it can become mine. Then I can pay it off through the buyout. So I got to get it safetied first here in Manitoba. In order to buy it off GM, I have to get it safetied. Thanks, M. Jones. I appreciate that. I will use that on a coffee when I leave, either in the next couple of days. I'm not sure. I don't have a load yet, so not sure what the plans are. What was I saying? Oh, I have squirrel brain today. Yeah, the lease, because we're paying off our vehicles, right? Because we sold our house and we're using the proceeds off the sale to pay off the vehicles. We got this tiny house that we're in now, which the mortgage is so small. It's so nice. We paid our first mortgage payment on the 1st of this month, and I looked at my bank account. Wow, that's like that's like a pickup payment, and I don't even have those anymore. That's awesome. So there's that, and we're really happy with that. But anyways, this whole thing, because GM owns it, so I have to get it safetied here first in Manitoba. Once it's safetied, then I can buy it from them. So I have to make an appointment for that. So I have to do that later on this month. But yeah, small is better, less work, says Ron Marshall. I agree. It's so easy. I vacuum this whole house like 3 times a day now. Take that. So I didn't know what to do. I was going to put together like a little one-take vlog for you, because I try to get content put up every day. And if I don't, I sort of feel down. I like to have something up every day, and I don't have anything to release today. And I thought maybe a live stream would be a little more personal than just a one-take video. Plus, I wanted to try out this streaming ability and capabilities we have here. Cash is king trucking. Money for a diesel treat. Thank you. I actually just picked up some treats for him for the road. I'll put that towards that. Thank you very much. Diesel, you spoiled boy. Yeah, I don't have a load yet, so for now I'm still going to be working around here. I'm going out to the land very soon to do some work there. We also want to name our land, our property. We had this idea off the comment section yesterday. I forget who it was, but it was funny. They said Britoshua is what they said they should call it, because we can't just call it the land. And we've been trying to think, what should we call that place when we say we're going here? Britoshua or Britoshia. Sort of like, when on Family Guy, Peter creates his own country. It's like Pretoria or whatever it was. Maybe we can get a flag and everything. It'd be funny. Maybe we'll have a little a debate sometime online here, and one of you guys can think of a pretty cool name for the lot of land. Because when we take the boys there, we always just say we're going to the land, but that doesn't the land. I don't know. Diesel Stan, St. Joshua, Canerica, Canaan. Oh yeah, I drink a lot of coffee. Yeah, I usually don't drink that much actually. I show it in my video every day, and I talk about it a lot. So it probably makes it look like I'm like a constant what do you call that? A chain drinker, a chain coffee drinker. I'm actually not. I drink 2 large cups of coffee a day, and this to me is a small. So maybe I'll have like 2 or 3 of these, and that counts for 1. And then in the evening, when I'm at home, I very rarely have coffee in the evenings. But on the road, I usually have one first thing in the morning and then early afternoon. So 2 coffees a day, 2 large, depending. I don't drink actually that much, but probably more than some people. Name of the land, Josh, Diesel Stand. That's all. I like these names. Sturgis, South Dakota. I want to get a Harley one day and go to the bike rally there. Sturgis. Wait, that's the same one, right? Sturgis. Yeah, Sturgis Bike Rally. That's the same place. Yes. From England. Good day. I don't have any tea for you, but I have coffee. They like their tea there, I think. I'm just going through your comments on the side. Your camera's right there. I'm just reading your comments off to the side, so I'm not ignoring them. I'm reading what you guys are saying. The land of Giesbrecht. Yeah. The Giesbrecht. Hello from Wales. Hello. North Carolina. It's not hot anymore? Oh, good. The dog's yard. Talking about Kenosha. Yeah, I know. I was playing that up a little bit. I wasn't really worried about staying around Kenosha. It's just it was in the news lately, and it was kind of like a word that you can mention in the comment section, lights up a little bit, but I'm not worried about that whole thing there. That's terrible what happened there, though. I feel really bad for the people who lost their businesses. That's who I feel bad for. Netherlands, Texas, Montana. How many acres? It's enough. It's enough. Did you do that? Do you see that? There's a ghost. You see that? That was weird. 1 second, you're ruining my backlight. Hey, Diesel, calm down. I know there's people out there. They're still getting used to it. Calm down. It's okay. That's not our yard. They're allowed to be there. Okay? Allowed to be there. Turn down the sensitivity on the alarm, man. I was thinking you can borrow my bike. Well, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. I want to trade my bike in for a Harley yet. Britt sort of wants me to get an Indian, I think, an Indian motorcycle. Both are really nice. I kind of like the Harleys better, but I'm not too picky. I mean, Indians are great bikes too. Even Hondas and Victories. I mean, I don't need anything expensive. Harley, you pay a large sum of money for the name as well, but then you also got a Harley, so there's that. We speak American. Well, we may sound American. Most people think I'm like from Wisconsin or Minnesota. I live just above Minnesota, so we're the same people. Just at one point, they drew a line because I'm out west, right? In the East, everything was different, right? The 13 colonies, 1775, they separated, wanted to do their own thing. They made a very nice country. They did a very good job down there. The Loyalists up north didn't want to join them. They wanted to stay loyal to the crown. That's Canada. All right, so we still have the Queen. America has the president, head of state. Our head of state's the Queen. The exact same people. We just decided to take two different paths in history. Maybe we would have been better off doing it together. I don't know. But out west here, we're sort of expansion territories of the governments out east in DC and Ottawa. So Manitoba is expansion territory of Ottawa, North Dakota, South Dakota, Montana. That's all expansion territory of the American government, right? And it's all America now. It's all the same. But yeah, we're the same people. We came from the same place, same culture, same history. It's just we just decided to take two different directions. And we both turned out all right. I think we have our differences, but we're very similar. Hello from India. Guten Tag. Holland. Hello. Hello. Am I still in touch with Jade and John? I talk to them now and then, not as often as I'd like to, but yeah. From Sweden, Budapest. You guys are all over. South Africa, Germany. We got the whole world in here. I'm always amazed. I'm from the Philippines. Hey, I'm always amazed at how many people watch from all over the world. It's pretty cool. I'm just a simple dude. I'm glad you're here, though. I'm glad you're here. Michigan, Texas. The camper is on the land, on Britoshia, on the land. It's out there. I got to go winterize it, get it ready, and we got to clear the whole area out there, so that people know that people are there regularly. Like you guys were saying, I was reading your comments a lot there. You're worried about the safety of it there. It's been on our mind as well. That didn't escape us. We set up a security system. There's going to be cameras and everything on the property and alarm systems. That we're going the whole 9 yards to make sure that that area is safe. It's a pretty good area too. I'm not too worried about the neighborhood there. There are other people in the area. More worried about rodents, mice, and squirrels getting in there. So we went to our insurance and made sure we had proper insurance for it there to store it. It's just going to be stored there until spring. In spring, we got to change it up because we're actually going to be we're not going to be living in it. It's just when we're working on the property there, we're going to have it there so we have a place to go and cool off, keep the dogs out of the hot sun, and we can make some food in there. Maybe we can spend a night there now and then if we work late into the evening. Maybe we want to have a bonfire once we get it a little bit set up a little bit. But that's where it's going to be. We don't have room for it where we are now. And it works out to have it there, because why pay to have it in storage when we have a nice place to store it, and it's insured. So I mean, that doesn't mean I am hoping something happens to it. I really hope it's okay there. But we took all the measures we could. I mean, and nothing more we can really do. Bears are going to hibernate in the camper. I hope not. Hello from Scotland. Hello. Good day. Oh, good day. That's Australia. Sorry. All these people here and only 48 likes. Oh, Ed's saying hit the like button. Yes, hit the like button. I'm sort of just sitting here. I have nothing planned for this live stream. I just felt bad I didn't have a video to release to you, and I thought that this would be a little more personal than just releasing a one take, and then I can actually interact with you guys, see what you guys are up to. Do I miss the pond? Not really. No. I only swam in it the one time. I got it ready so that we could sell the place, just to raise the property value and whatnot, so that it was a usable pond. It was dragged. It was swimmable. It had the aeration system. So I got it ready for the new owners, and it would have been a lot of work to maintain it. I didn't want to maintain it forever. Gander, Newfoundland. How about that? Let's take a gander and gander. Gander at Gander. I remember that. I've been to Gander. Gander. Newfoundland's got some interesting names for towns. Gander's not even the most interesting. There's more. There's Goobies. Right? I love Newfoundland. Not in the wintertime, though. In the wintertime, you guys can have it all to yourself, but I love it in summertime. New York City, the Big Apple. I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. Why did I stop flatbed? It wasn't as much money in it at the time. Uh, that's right when the sickness hit as well, and all of our freight was slowing down. And I wasn't as happy doing it. It wasn't really my thing. Like I think I was doing good at it. I think I was doing all right. But the people, like the dispatchers, the load gods, and everybody, they were great to work for. Absolutely loved working under them. It was great. I guess I wanted to switch things up and go back. I was more comfortable with my routes on dry vans. It's not that I didn't want to do the work of tying down the freight and stuff, but at some point, yeah, minus 50 degrees outside and 50-mile-an-hour winds tarping a load. It's not the most fun in the world. It's a lot more fun just to close the doors, get back in the warm truck, and head down the road. Uh, Britt is doing good. She's at work right now. I didn't watch the NHL draft. No, I haven't. We don't have cable here. We could if we wanted to. It's hooked up, but I don't pay for it. Diesel, that's not our land. It's not our property. Just let them walk. Every time. Every time we see someone walk past, it freaks out. What are you doing on our yard? He's taking the longest to get used to it. Yeah, we don't have it hooked up. I don't want to pay for it. We use Netflix, Prime Video, Disney Plus. What else do we have? All those streaming services. We use those mostly, and YouTube. From Venezuela. How's it going down there? How you doing? Are you all right? Venezuela. I hear a lot of stories coming out of there. Uh, hope everything's getting better. Why do you change your intro? Why do I change my intro? Just to make it different. So there's something different every day. My favorite Canadian city is Calgary. I love Calgary. It's Cowtown. It's like Texas or Dallas or Houston. It's a country town. They have the Calgary Stampede, the rodeos, a lot of Canadian country artists, country music are from Calgary. A lot of ranches surround the city. It's a beautiful city, very clean. There's no really bad areas that you have to avoid. The whole city is just great, unless if it's changed. But my sister was born there, and we used to spend time there. And I have a lot of friends that actually moved there from my high school. I went to a Christian high school in a private school in Winnipeg, and that school was part of a church called Springs Church. And Springs Church expanded into Calgary, and they have a church out there now. I don't know if they have an academy there or a school there or not yet, but a lot of my high school friends went with the church to Calgary to plant it and grow it out there. And so there's a whole bunch of them out there now in Calgary. How's the new place? We really like it. He needs to turn his sensitivity down on his alarm. He's got a sensitive alarm system on him there. He's right there. Oh, there he is. That. Oh, right there. I know we like it. It's nice. From Egypt. Wow. Your very first comment on YouTube. Well, I'm honored that it's for me. All the way there in Egypt. That is one place I would like to see one day. I would love to come and see the pyramids over there in, I guess, Cairo, outside Cairo, Giza. You know the pyramids. Everyone knows the pyramid. I would love to go and see that in person one day. That is fascinating. Would I recommend trucking? I recommend it. I would just make sure I'd warn you to don't dive headfirst into it. Test the waters. Drive someone else's truck through all 4 seasons and see how you feel. Give it a year. Give it at least 6 months, but I'd say give it a year if you can. See how you feel. You're away from home a lot. See how you like the lifestyle. It's more than a job. It's just a lifestyle. see how you feel about it, and then make a decision after that. And you got to make sure you work for a decent company. You may have to shop around. There's a lot of crazy ones. There's a lot of good ones. The best is if you're not forced dispatched, so that you have the ability to maybe refuse loads, so that they're not just ripping you out of your house and away from your family and demanding you like take 6 weeks and just go to work. I've heard of some companies leaving their drivers on the road for like 3 months. I would never, ever in my life work for a company like that. Nuh-uh. I'm gone 10 to 14 days, and sometimes less than that. A lot of times less than that. 14 days tops. If I'm gone longer than that, it's my choice. That's plenty long enough. Plenty. After 2 weeks on the road, you need to go home. You have to. Any longer than that, if they're forcing you to stay out longer than 2 weeks, I wouldn't work. But other people are different. Maybe some people like going on those long 3-month journeys. Some people choose that. I got a lot of friends out here who choose to be away from home 3-4 months at a time. They don't got a wife and kids at home. Why not? Right? I just wouldn't want to be forced to do that. I'd want it to be my choice. You say, Sajal Wright says, my husband stays a week on the road. Yeah, that's about a good length of time, I think. Especially if you got a family at home. Like if they're forcing you to stay out 2 weeks at a time or longer, again and again and again, and then when you come home, they're only allowing you your 36, 34 hours, like a day or two at home, and then you got to go back out for 2 weeks. That's ridiculous. Like you're a human being, you have a family. That's what's most important. Your family's way more important than any job. You need to make sure you balance that, and you also have to have a family that is okay with you being gone. Because I really love what I do, and Britt understands that. I know she would like me to be home more, but she also supports what I like to do. So I got to balance what I like to do with being here for her and being here with her. And once we have kids, especially, that's going to change again too. I want to do what I love doing, but I also want to make sure that I am here to meet my obligations and be a husband also. I often say that when little girls are growing up, and girls, they always dream about their wedding day. They dream about marrying the perfect man. Well, I'm already taken. So they dream they dream about growing up, getting married, right? And I don't think part of their dream is being alone night after night, going to bed alone, waking up alone for weeks and weeks at a time, and having a husband that comes home for 2 or 3 days and then is gone again. I really don't think that that's what girls are dreaming about when they grow up, that they want a marriage like that. So you got to balance it. You still got to work. You still got to make a living. You still got to pay the bills. You got to be happy doing what you're doing. And if she's okay with you being on the road for a certain amount of time, that's awesome. It works for us. It's working well. But there's going to come a day, one day, especially when I have kids. I don't know. We'll see where I'm at then. We're still trying for kids. It's been 3 years now. Had a couple of close ones, but no. How much do you make in 2 weeks? Well, that depends on the company. You got to figure out what the company pays per mile, if that's what they're paying. If they're paying per mile, that's what I get paid. I won't go into the details of my contract and stuff. I don't think I'm allowed to, but you find out what they're going to pay you, and then find out how many miles they're going to give you. Now, a full week would be a 3,000 mile week. We get paid by the miles, even though we're up here on the metric side of the border. We still get paid in miles, because that's just how it is. So a 3,000 mile week would equal 6,000 miles in 2 weeks, 12,000 in a month. That's a full month. Okay, if you get any more than that, you're pushing it. You're doing really good. Some guys get like 14, 15,000 miles a month, but 12,000 is a good number to shoot for, to get a full month in there. That would make 6,000 miles a week. And the average company is paying between 40 and 50 cents a mile, somewhere in there. You can do the math and then take the taxes where you live, your region where you live, your province, your state, your country. Take your taxes off of that, because don't forget, the government wants their piece. Take that off of that, and then you see what you take home yet. And then remember, you also have benefits through your company. Depending on what benefit package they offer or which one you pick, those benefit costs also come off your check. And then what you're left with is a little chunk of what it once was. But there's that. Thanks, Daniel. I hope I'll be a good father. I think I will. I mean, I have two good examples now. I had a good example from my dad growing up, and I have a great example in my father-in-law now as well. Both are amazing, amazing fathers. I got really lucky. I got two great dads in my life. Show me a good example. Chester, UK. This is a nice surprise for lunchtime. Well, surprise! No video for today, so this is all you get. Me just sitting here yapping and reading your comments. From Kenora, how's it going? That's like 2 hours away. That's not too far. That's practically Manitoba. Come on. Any plans to take Britt and the dogs with you on the road again? Possibly in the future. She's got a really good job now that she's got in town, and she really loves it. And it takes a lot of her time. So unless if she got vacation time, probably not. She probably wouldn't come with me just so that she could keep up with her job. But if she did take vacation time, I would probably take vacation time too, and we probably wouldn't go trucking. We would probably do something more leisurely. If they whenever they decide to open our border here to our friends again down south, we want to go visit Virginia. I visit Moses and Colleen down in Virginia, and also Troy and Angie, our friends out in Washington State. I'd like to go visit them. That's probably what we would save our vacation time for. We'd like to take the camper down to Virginia, which means that's about a 3-day drive each way. So it's 6 days just driving. Plus, we want to spend some time there. So it would probably be a 2-week thing. But we'll see what happens as this world is going nuts. Maybe they'll open that up again. I don't know. You're almost done school. What truck do you want? What truck do I want to drive? My favorite truck is a Kenworth W900, but it has very little interior space. So if I did drive that, it would be a little difficult to take diesel along. It's very hard to keep it clean because there's very little space to even crouch down and vacuum. But the truck I'm driving now, I like it. I love the sleeper I have now. I just wish it had the long hood, but I'm happy with it. It's not mine, but the truck they put me in, the sleeper, is huge. I'm comfortable in there. There's plenty of room. It runs great. I like the truck I'm driving right now. It's a Peterbilt 579. I think it's a 2019. No, 2018. Yes, 2018 Peterbilt 579. I love it. It's got a great truck. I'd rather have the long hood, but I'm not paying for it, so I'm not too picky. Oh, the sun. Why does the sun keep moving? And a manual transmission. Yeah, if I had a choice, I'd probably like a manual transmission. But like I said, it's not my truck. I don't pick the trucks. I don't pick the transmissions. But I'll drive it. I like it. Am I closer to our yard, like the land? Yeah, it's a bit of a hike to get there, but it's not too far away. Caesarea, the W900 that came in. Yes, I did take a little personalized tour of that truck. It's got a nice moose bumper on it. Beautiful decal package. It's got the wrap fenders. We have this new W900 in the yard, and it came in, and the driver it was driverless when it came into the yard, and I was looking at it. I was scratching my beard, looking at it. But I like the truck I'm in now. I don't need to switch. I just moved into that truck. I don't want to move again. I just moved this. I moved from one house to the next house. I moved from one truck to the next. I've done enough moving for a while. I don't want to move again. Have I ever driven a cab over? No, but that would be fun. I've always wanted to drive a cab over. That'd be cool. How big is our yard? It's very small. What is it? It's not even an acre. It's like a town lot, and it's one of the smaller ones too. I think it's what something like 40 by 125 feet, something like that. Somewhere in there. Can I drone? I have a DJI Spark drone. It's a little guy. Have I heard anything from Jade and John? I don't know if I can comment on that situation, uh, but they've been going through. They went through a lot of changes. Yeah, I still talk to John every now and then, and I've heard from Jade once or twice in the last little while. The boys are always taking a nap. Yeah. My thoughts on Volvo. I don't. My thoughts on Volvo. There's some Swedish people in the comment section. I don't want to. I don't want to start a fight. My experience with Volvo is, if I could describe Volvo in one word, actually it'd be two words: engine light. Engine light. That, you look up in the dictionary, you look up the word Volvo. There's a picture of an engine light right there. The thing's always got something going on. It's always got electrical problems. It's always got something. And I've heard it's the same in a lot of other Volvos as well. But they are very spacious interiors, very popular trucks. I don't know if I would buy one, but if I would ever buy another truck, it'd probably be years and years down the road, and I don't know if I'll ever do that. But if I do, maybe by that time they'll have sorted out all their engine light issues. Who knows? But I won't rule it out. But I would rather have a Peterbilt or Kenworth. Those are my two. Those are my two trucks. They're the same company too, aren't they? Peterbilt and Kenworth, probably owned by the same guy. Wouldn't be surprised. America. Everything's owned by like a select few people. Everything's a franchise. Everything's branched out. Do you get recognized a lot? Not really. Not a lot. Maybe once a month, someone will come up and say hi. Hey, they've seen me on YouTube. Not too much. I don't broadcast myself or advertise myself either. All of my followers on YouTube, for the most part, have been from you guys sharing my videos. They've been from you guys talking about it with your family and friends, and people just searching on YouTube for trucking stuff. Because I've sort of cornered that niche on YouTube. If you type in trucking or trucker or truck into YouTube, you're gonna see my face. So that's where a lot of my followers have come from. I don't really advertise. I just let YouTube do that for me in the algorithms. And when you guys comment on my videos and like my videos, YouTube, the algorithm recommends it to more new people who haven't subscribed yet, and that's sort of how it grows. But no, I don't get recognized that often, though. And I'm okay with that. I mean, I'm not trying to be famous. I don't want to be famous. I don't mind if a lot of people know me in the trucking world. I guess I may be kind of well known in some places, but I mean, there's millions of truckers, and I don't know. Maybe one day I'll just show up to like what's that Matt's Mid America Trucking Show? I think that's what it's called, right? Whenever they open it again, maybe I'll just show up there unannounced one year and not tell anybody I'm going till I get there, and maybe we'll see if people recognize me. I don't know. I'm not that kind of guy, really. I don't really try to get recognized. Have I tried B doubles, B trains? I have tried it before. Yes. I still have those cards. Yeah, I have them in my truck. I've been thinking of putting them out again, just sort of leaving them I don't want to be like a litter bug. I don't want to leave them all over the place. I want to leave them in actual places where I'm allowed to leave them. But yeah, You sure? Prime suspect of Canada's most wanted. That's Waddy. That's my buddy in Scotland. 100,000 loyal subscribers. Yeah. Well, 100,000 subscribers, 104,000 subscribers, but I average on each video what between 10 and 15,000 views, which is it's a good accomplishment that I'm proud of. But there's a lot of them there that aren't watching every day. You're a Swede and want to drive a Kenworth. You just have a hard time understanding the full shifting routine with a non-synchro mesh gearbox. I don't know what that is. Getting any more dogs? No. Nope. We're gonna stick to 2. Once you see this old guy behind me right here. He's probably gonna live a long time yet. I mean, we're thinking he's probably about 13 years old or something. So we'll let him live out his years as comfortably as he can. And then once his time comes, we won't be replacing him. Was a foster. His mom was going through treatments with the doctor, and we took care of him. And he's sort of just made himself at home here, and he can stay. And he's just become a part of the pack right now. That's his name was Frankie, and Britt's wiener dog was also called Frankie. So we called him Big Frank because he's a little bit bigger, and his ego is this big. He thinks he's a big guy. He's the boss. So once his time comes, we won't look to replace him. Wiener over here, the little Dachshund, he's 10 years old. He'll live for a while yet, and that's Britt's baby. I hope for everyone, like my sake, he never dies. Britt loves him more than she loves me, so I hope he lives forever. But if his time comes, he won't be replaced. Diesel, he's 9 years old, laying down over there. He's a bigger dog, so bigger dogs don't live as long. But we're hoping he'll live a long time yet. But eventually we'll get down to 2, and we'll keep it at 2. That's one for me on the road and one for Britt. Chevy we got to be a guard dog for Britt, and he seems all nice and cuddly here. Chevy, come here. You're not Chevy. Chevy, hey. Oh, you're sleeping. He's actually a really good guard dog with Britt. He is very protective over Britt. Very. We had a repairman come in when we moved in. The stove over here wasn't working. One of the elements wasn't working. And we noticed it right away within as soon as we moved in. So we reported it to the lawyers right away, and the old owners had to get it fixed because they had claimed on a legal document that everything worked properly, and it wasn't working properly. So we got it fixed. And when the repairman came in, Chevy was losing his mind because he didn't like another guy being in the house with Britt. So Britt's stepmom was here at the time, and she was keeping him comforted in the room, but he was just losing his mind. And even me, he's so protective over Britt. Even with me, he doesn't let us get too close sometimes. If I hug her or if we are playing around a little bit or whatever, and Chevy thinks that it's going a little too far, he'll come and get all upset and dive between us and push us apart, and then stand in front of her and look at me like I'm some kind of bad guy. That's good. That's good. We don't discourage that at all. That's his job. That's what he's supposed to do. So, anyways, I think I am going to get going. It's 11:30 here where we're at, guys. It's just the leaves blowing around. Calm down. No, that's the neighbors. Okay, there's neighbors moving. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna end it here. We've been here for about 40 minutes already. Sorry I don't have a video put together, but I am putting a video together. You see that little black dot right there? That's my GoPro. I'm making a video for today to release tomorrow. So I got to get on that. We got to start doing stuff. And Britt and I are going out tonight on a date. That should be fun. Sorry I didn't get to all your comments here. Jeremy, I've been watching all your videos in a row, 2 years in a running now. I'm currently at MTL 2019. Oh, My Trucking Life, MTL. I thought you meant Montreal. Number 2019, you're almost caught up. We're almost there. Well, you got one less video to catch up on because there's no video coming up today. But I guess we're on what, 2090 what? Let me check here. We're on 2094, and that'll come up tomorrow. But anyways, take care, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with me. That was really cool. A couple hundred of you just hanging out here. I didn't really have anything planned. This camera's not the greatest either, is it? But from what I've been hearing, the internet connection here is a lot better, so that's good. Take care, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow.